Wait a minute, I thought the Packers don't beat good teams. Grossi Posse Packer Nation! Welcome to another episode of Packcast, the podcast where you don't have to be a Packers fan, but it sure does help. I'm your host, Tom. We finally are hosting an NFC Championship game, Grossi, and today we're going to be talking about the Packers defeating the Rams 32-18 to move on to the NFC Championship game. Before we get to that, we have a big shout and thank you for some brand new patrons and YouTube members. First, over on the Patreon side of things, we got Campaign 2002. Getting to that royalty tier, we have Glenn Skippa, we have Ben Pekarski, and we have Chance Colton. A big shout out and thank you to you all. And over on the YouTube member side of things, we have YouTube, we have GoPex, we have Matt XL, we have A-Rod is King, Aaron Speck, we have Mike T54, we have Steven Andrews, we have K Brindley 80, we have Ricardo, we have Maximilian Chrisman, we have Dakota, we have Cheese Guy, we have Pat B, we have Sock Gollum, Crow Pod, Pyron 70, Alex Johnson, and Jesse Esquivel. A big shout out and thank you to you all. Now here's the thing. We've heard all week about how the big bad Rams defense was coming to get the Packers. We heard, Aaron Donald was going to eat us. And we heard about Jalen Ramsey and how he was going to be able to cover Davante Adams, no problem. And yet at the end of the day, they both threw temper tantrums and one literally cried at the end of the game. So I guess that worked out okay. So the number one defense in the NFL. Yeah, let's talk about that. 482 yards posted on him. 32 points posted on him, 0 sacks allowed. This also marks Matt LaFleur's second NFC Championship game. But wait a minute. Oh, this is only his second season. So it's a back-to-back NFC Championship games for Matt LaFleur and the Green Bay Packers. Yeah, not too bad, except this one's going to be hosted at Lambeau, which is the first time in Aaron Rodgers' career as a starter that he will be playing an NFC Championship game at Lambeau Field. And a couple of quick thoughts. The offensive line was incredible tonight. They gave Rodgers plenty of time. He was feeling comfortable within the pocket for the majority of the snaps. Of course, you also had fans at Lambeau Field who erupted when Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers ran out of the tunnel. They were chanting MVP. They screwed up the snap counts of the Rams. And boy, oh boy, was it a beautiful thing to hear fans in Lambeau Field this evening. And a couple of records broken this evening. Rodgers has the most postseason passing yards in franchise history. In addition, Davante Adams with 753 yards in the postseason beats Antonio Freeman for number one in Packers franchise history, which just solidifies the bond that these two have and the incredible career/season that they have put on display. And breaking down some of the stats from this evening, Rodgers 23 for 36, 296 yards and 2 touchdowns. Aaron Jones, 14 carries, 99 yards and a touchdown, including a 60-yard run to start the second half, which really got the Green Bay Packers going. And while Jamal Williams only had 12 for 65, good God, that man had so many clutch plays and got that tough yardage that he needed. And it was a beautiful thing to see. Allen Lazard was actually our most productive receiver for 4 catches for 99 yards and a touchdown. Davante Adams, 9 for 66 and 1 touchdown. The defense also accrued 3 sacks and almost even got an interception. Meanwhile, for the Rams, Goff actually played pretty darn well. 21 for 27, 174 yards and 1 touchdown. Really didn't make any mistakes this game. And that was the thing heading into this, that Jared Goff, there's going to be very few times that Jared Goff's going to beat your football team. But if he can do enough to not turn the ball over, which he didn't this evening, they have a good shot at winning. And the Green Bay Packers were still able to get it done. Cam Akers, 18 for 90 with 1 touchdown, and Reynolds was their top receiver, 3 for 65. Cooper Kupp obviously not playing this evening. So what does this mean? Well, we just knocked out the best defense in the NFC, which means that we are going to either play the Saints or the Buccaneers, whoever winds up winning this Sunday. And I have to be completely honest with you. Last year, when we beat the Seahawks in the divisional round, obviously it felt really good because we always want to beat the Seahawks. But we were heading to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers, and I wasn't too confident. I was optimistic, but I wasn't too confident. I am incredibly confident in this football team right now. I think that they can beat anybody, and I think especially at home with some fans, with the elements, it doesn't matter if it's the Buccaneers, it doesn't matter if it's the Saints. I think the Green Bay Packers have an excellent shot of making the Super Bowl. The defense struggled at times, but still held the Rams to 18 points. Now, obviously, whatever offense winds up coming in next Sunday, they're going to be better than the Rams. However, put them up against our offense, I think they're going to have a very, very tough time with that. So, folks, we are 4 quarters away from being in the Super Bowl. So let's get it done. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. Which team would you rather face next week, the Saints or the Buccaneers? We'll find out tomorrow evening. But you can always find me at TomGrossiComedy.com or at TomGrossiComedy on all social media. See down below. Check out Patcast on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play Music, Spotify, and of course YouTube. And a big shout and thank you to all the patrons over at Patreon.com/TomGrossiComedy and the YouTube members. But thank you so much for watching. I'm Tom Grossi. And as always, go Pack Go.